Hello, teacher. Hello, English. Today, I would like to submit homework for day 17. We continue to read the book Think and Grow Rich. The steps calls for no hard labor. They call for no sacrifice. They do not require one to become ridiculous or credulous. To apply them calls for no great tomorrow for education. But the successful application of these steps does call for sufficient imagination to enable one to see and to understand that the accumulation of money cannot be left to chance, good fortune, and luck. One must realize that all we have accumulated great fortunes. First, this a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and planning before they acquire money. You may as well know right here that you can never have rich genes, great quantities, unless you can work yourself into a wide herd of desires for money and actually believe you will possess it. You may as well know also that every great leader from the dawn of civilization down to the present was a dreamer. Christianity is the greatest potential power in the world today because its father was an intense dreamer who had the vision and the imagination to see realities in their mental and spiritual form before they had been transmuted into physical form. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. Never in the history of America has there been so great an opportunity for practical rumors that now exists. The 6-year economic collapse has reduced all men substantially to the same level. A new race is about to be run. The states represent huge fortune which will be accumulated within the next 10 years. The rules of the race have changed because we now live in a strange world that definitely favors the masses, those who has but little or no opportunity to win under the condition existing during the depressions when fear paralyzed growth and development. We who are in this race for riches should be encouraged to know that this strange world in which we live is demanding new ideas, new ways of doing things, new leaders, new inventions, new methods of teaching, new methods of marketing, new books, new literature, new features for the radio, new ideas for moving pictures. Back up on this demand for new and better things. There is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is definitely a purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to possess it. The business depression marked the death of one age and the birth of another. The change world requires practical dreamers who can and will put their dreams into action. The practical dreams have always been and always be the pattern makers of civilization who desire to accumulate riches should remember the real leaders of the world. always have been men who harness and put into practical use the intangible, unseen forces of unborn opportunities and have converted those forces or impulses of thought into skyscrapers, cities, factories, airplanes, automobiles, 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 and every form of convenience that makes life more pleasant. Tolerance and an open mind are practical necessities of the dreamers of today. Those who are afraid of new ideas are doomed before they start. Never has there been a time more favorable to pioneers than the present. True, this is no wide and woolly wet to be conquered, as in the days of the covered wagon. But there is a vast business, financial, and industrial world to be remodeled and redirected along new and better lines. In planning to acquire your share of the riches, let no one influence you to scorn the dreamer. To win the best space in the strange world, you must catch the spirits of the great pioneers of the past, whose dreams have given to civilization all that it has the values, the spirits which serve as the lifeblood of our old country, your opportunity and mine to develop and market our talents. Let us not forget Columbus dreamed of an unknown world, set his line on the existence of such a world, and discovered it. Copernicus, the great astronomer, dreamed of a multiplicity of worlds and revealed them. No one denounced him as impractical after he had triumphed. Instead, the world worshipped at his shrines, thus proving once more that success requires no apologies. Failure permits no alibis. If the thing you wish to do is right and you believe in it, go ahead and do it. Put your dream across and never mind that what they say if you meet with temporary defeat. For they perhaps do not know that every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Henry Ford, poor and uneducated, dreamed of a horseless carriage, went to work with what tools he possessed, without waiting for opportunity to favor him. And now, evidence of his dreams bears up bears, bears the entire earth. He has put more wheels into operation than any man who ever lived, because he was not afraid to bear his dreams. That's all. Thank you so much for your listening.